Well, we're getting ready to finish up. So we've shown you a bunch of stuff today, but getting back to the National Sport Trust Fund, Ontario, we've submitted, made project applications, and so on and so forth, and show you the robustness of the system. Now we're going to show you the donor form, which is quite unique in that it's called a dynamic form. And basically what it does is it takes its information from the information that's gathered within the application forms. It's a completely separate form, but it's grabbing that information from there. And so what happens is people can come in and they can elect to make a donation via credit card or PayPal through a PayPal site, and or elect to mail in a check. And the system will not create a donor receipt for the transaction immediately. I put it off for 10 minutes minimally, because on PayPal I noticed that it doesn't grab the transaction ID. The system's too robust, and it sends the email with the donor receipt. It hasn't captured what I'm looking for it to capture. So I put it off in a delay for 10 minutes. And basically I'm going to do a test PayPal donation to show you how that works. I've already done one for check, and it doesn't create a donor receipt for the check until we actually receive the check into the office, and we go into the database, input the check, and it's cleared the bank. Then it'll send a donor receipt. But I can show you some of this information. So for this purpose, I'm going to make a live $1 donation. And every organization that makes an application to the NSTF-Ontario Fund, their name will be in here. So it could be Tennis Ontario, it could be a member club of the Ontario Sports Association, which could be, Toronto Ultimate Club. It could be, a ringette organization. It could be the PSO ringette, Ontario ringette, whatever. So anyways, this is the club. This is the organization that's made the application. Let's assume that it's been approved and that's sitting in there, and that's why it is sitting in there. It pulls up the information that's already there, that the name of their project is helping this club grow. And it's also showing that the project number is number 51. So continuously, that number is being utilized throughout the system. On the application, showing the submission with the emails, the invoices, and everything. As another application comes in, it'll become number 52, and so on and so forth. The donor receipts will garner the number 51 on them, but I'll show you what happens. So I'm just going to put my name in here. I'm going to make it as if I am doing I'm going to go to a different email address this time. And let's do a signature here. And a dot. Nice dot. And now we're going to go credit card. So it knows that it's today's date. On the check, when you submit, after you're saying that you want to mail in by check, and you submit it, you submit down here, it actually shows a thank you page right there, but it doesn't show the thank you page until after you make your PayPal thing. So anyways, people can ask for duplicate receipts to be sent in the January following tax year. They can remain anonymous, and they can ask not to receive further information. Reason people may not want to have their name, like me, may share all the data for the particular member club or the PSO. Here's all the members' names of people that gave to your cause. They may want to publish them on their website, and somebody may not want to have their name published. So I'm just going to check this off as a sort of thing and say I also want to receive a duplicate. We can always look in the database after. So now I'm going to say submit, and this should be redirected and take us directly to the PayPal website to finish the transaction. So you'll notice when we get to the PayPal website that it's already pre-logoed with the National Sport Trust Fund. I'm going to put in my own email address, and log in, see what happens here. So that's it. I'm going to pay now the $1, which I asked to do, and you have paid to the National Sports Trust Fund, and it takes me back, and there's my thank you, and it's showing that it's 51 and it's donation number 24, total 24 donation out of all of the donations made. So you can see that's quite robust. Well, I didn't receive an email yet because, again, it's going to take 10 minutes. I may pause this to show you what happens. But here's the email that was generated for the mail-in check deal for, let's look back at number 21. It said that, please print this out, mail it in. Well, if I went into the database for that particular thing here and showed you the database on number 21 record, I entered check number 1589, and I could do it also for, the other one, just fictitious. That this was a donation that was made, also a check donation. I could say that this was check 1123. Well, I can say update. As you can see, it'll store the number there, and we're done. I'm going to close this up. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go into the form. I'm just going to, because it should be showing the in the database that there's 3 transactions. Oh, I actually did one in before, and I bailed out of it. It was a PayPal, and it didn't make the ID, didn't make the payment, it's unprocessed, but the other one's completed. So you can see that there's a PayPal transaction and so forth. But I want to show you this email that was generated for 1589, that we got the check in and it sent a receipt to the person. So what happened is, let's look at those emails. So there it is. It is saying that we made a donation and we received check 1589. And if we go here and we look at the receipt, this is the donor receipt now. Donor receipt's going to show this number here. It's going to show the dollar that we received. It's going to show the organization that it went to, and it's going to show the check number that we received. There's your check number. There's the donation. There's the thing. There's your tax receipt number. That's who it went to. It was $1. It was from this person, so on and so forth. So all these things were captured and passed on. Now, we're still waiting for, as I showed you, that second check I put in, 1123 just now. It's the exact same thing. We got that. It reviews it, and it says your donor receipt is attached. If I open that, this time it'll say check 1123, and it's for $1. So basically right now we are waiting for the transaction from PayPal, your donor receipt. So this is the PayPal. Let's go OK. And look at that. It's got the PayPal transaction ID on it. So everything has been captured properly. That's the end of that video. Let's open this up and pause it.